Am I the butthole for making a fake online persona to befriend my crush to learn his secrets and then trying to break up his new relationship? Hey Reddit, I, 18F, need some serious advice. This situation has spiraled out of control, and I can't tell if I'm the butthole or just deeply misunderstood. I created a throwaway account because some people involved might recognize my name. Here's the backstory. I've had a massive crush on this guy, let's call him Jake, 19M, for about 2 years. We went to the same high school, but we were never really close. Jake is this super charismatic, mysterious guy with a tight-knit group of friends. He has this aura about him that makes him seem like he has all these intriguing secrets. I was desperate to know more about him, but I couldn't just walk up and start grilling him. A few months ago, I found out that Jake is really active on this online forum, where people discuss everything from hobbies to personal experiences. It seemed like the perfect chance to get to know him better, without the awkwardness of real-life interactions. So I created a fake persona named Sophie, a 20-year-old college student who shared all of Jake's interests. I spent a lot of time crafting Sophie to be Jake's ideal friend. Through Sophie, I started interacting with Jake on the forum. We hit it off immediately. Our conversations were amazing, and I learned so much about him. His favorite books, his fears, his dreams, and even some deeply personal stories he hadn't shared with anyone else. It felt like I was finally getting to know the real Jake, even if it was under false pretenses. As Sophie, I encouraged Jake to share more and more. I was thrilled, but also increasingly guilty about deceiving him. I kept thinking that maybe, once I knew everything about him, I could somehow transition from being Sophie to being myself in real life. But deep down, I knew what I was doing was wrong. Then, a few weeks ago, Jake started talking to Sophie about a girl he liked. My heart sank when I realized it wasn't me. It was someone else from our school. I felt a mix of jealousy and devastation. In a moment of weakness, I made Sophie encourage Jake to ask this girl out, hoping that if he faced rejection, he might turn to Sophie for comfort. I know it was a terrible thing to do. To my surprise, the girl said yes, and they started dating. Jake was ecstatic and shared every detail with Sophie. It was torture listening to him gush about his new relationship, knowing I had lost my chance. But instead of backing off, I did something even worse. I decided to use Sophie to try and sabotage their relationship. I started subtly planting doubts in Jake's mind about his new girlfriend. I would point out minor flaws and exaggerate them, suggest that maybe she wasn't as into him as he thought, and even imply that she might be interested in someone else. I thought that if I could make him doubt her, he might break up with her and turn to Sophie for support. And then maybe I could somehow reveal my true identity. At first, it seemed to be working. Jake started expressing concerns to Sophie about his girlfriend, saying he wasn't sure if things were as perfect as he initially thought. But instead of breaking up with her, he became more determined to make the relationship work. He even distanced himself from Sophie a bit, saying he needed to focus more on his real-life relationship. Now I'm stuck. I've hurt Jake, I've hurt myself, and I've made a mess of everything. My friends are divided. Some think I'm the butthole for manipulating him, while others say it's not a big deal since it was all online. But I can't shake this feeling of guilt and regret. So Reddit, am I the butthole for creating a fake online persona to befriend my crush, learn his secrets, and then trying to break up his new relationship? And if so, what should I do now?